Hey Google, what is the truth?
According to Wikipedia, a genie or jinn is a supernatural...
What the hell are you talking about? Oh, hey, the truth here. Back at it again. That's right, with the truth. And, oh, what is this? It's a canvas. That's right, we're doing the drawing with truth again. This time with a brand new assistant, Google. Hey Google, what is the truth?
I read on Mental Floss that it took over 1,800...
What the hell? Shut up! Google! Hey Google!
Building the wall when he took
Stop! Just as helpful as the rest of my assistants, I suppose. Freaking liar. But that's it. That's the video for today. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're doing another drawing with truth. I felt like it was an interesting one. What should I draw first? Hey Google, tell me something to draw.
Ooh, I have an idea. Try drawing an old dog learning new tricks.
That is the stupidest suggestion I have ever heard. I'm not drawing a dog. Dogs are liars. Ew! Just so much stuff goes on in the society that you don't even pay attention to it. What are some truths? Hey Google, tell me a fact.
According to Mental Floss, Capuchin monkeys crush millipedes on their backs during mosquito season as a natural bug repellent.
Ew! Hey Google, why did you give me a recording of you pooping out your butthole?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Didn't understand that, because you're a liar, idiot. What a stupid fact. You're telling me they crush millipedes on their backs during mosquito season? I'm sorry, since when was mosquito season a season? Did you ever think to ask that? I bet you asked Google that. You're like, hey Google, what's a fact? It just went quiet. It didn't say anything. It knew the truth. It knew it was a liar. It knew it lied to me. And it was like, uh-oh, I'm facing off against the truth. Crushing millipedes on their backs. Who in the right mind would crush one of these guys on their backs? Who would do such a thing? An idiot? A liar? You ever think of one of those? No, of course you didn't. You just believed Google. So many people tell lies these days. I was at the pub the other day and was watching TV. And suddenly I saw this guy coming up to me. It was crazy. I could tell he was crazy because he was all like, "Oh yeah, oi, I know a truth from a truth." And I was like, "No, it's a stupid story. Why would I tell you that?" Pretty quiet in here, actually. I know I put music in, like post editing and post production and everything, but like, there's actually no music playing. Did you know that? Bet you didn't. I bet you're like, man, how did Man of Truth get music to play in his own truthful dimension? You're like this. You're like, huh? Oh, how do you do that? You know why you thought that? Because you're stupid. That's right. Stupid. That's you. That's you. You're stupid. Because you thought somehow I was playing music through the place. You know what? I'm bored. Hey, Google, play me a song.
Alright, check out this Top 100 Music Videos India station on YouTube Music.
What?
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running.
I get ads when you play music! Hey Google! Hey Google! Hey Google! Stop! Idiot! It doesn't know what the hell it's doing now. It's just like going back and forth. That's Google. Hey Google, what the hell? What are you having a seizure? Hey Google, say something.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Idiot! Hey Google, hello? Hello?
There. How can I help?
I'm the Man of Truth. How can you help?
Sorry, I don't understand.
How can I help? Why do you people trust this crap? This is Google, like the giant butthole. It's like I plug it into my freaking wall of truth, and it's just pooping everywhere. With audio, sending out digital poops. Hey Google, sing me a song.
Oh, okay. Here goes. I'm singing a song. I'm your assistant and I'm singing la 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 la.
This is my reaction to that. That was horrible. Alright, I guess I'll get back to telling truths or something. I don't know. I mean, it's no wonder you people believe so many lies. How are you supposed to know the truth when you believe all these lies? You say things in lies, you look at things with lies, and you hear things with lies. Most importantly, you write things with lies. Let me speak to my English, aka my idiot speaking audience here, and tell me if you remember one of these tunes. Goes something like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, Lie! That's what got you! Lie! That's what you were writing and singing about back in the freaking preschool, kindergarten. We're like pooping garden. That's all you're doing. You're pooping, and your teacher's pooping, and you're like, I'm gonna believe the poop. This is stupid. Writing is so stupid. It's full of lies. This alphabet, lie, just a lie. You ever read the alphabet of the Chinese? Lies. You ever read the lexicon of the idiots in Madagascar? Lies. How about the penguins of Madagascar? Lies. Antarctica? You ever ask the penguins about their written language? I can tell you right now, nothing. They won't tell you a damn thing because they know that that's stupid. That's why they don't write anything down in there. I tell people this all the time, and no one gets it. No one gets it. No one understands that writing things down in lies contaminates the truth. There's only one person in history who understood this, and that was Socrates. That's right. Yeah, Socrates. So he was my neighbor during the time. Very interesting individual. And like one day I was walking by his dumpster of a house, and I looked at him, and you wouldn't believe what he was doing. He was sitting out back using a stick to like right into the dirt. That's what he was doing. He was like right into the dirt. It's like, and I just came over like, ew, what are you doing over there? And he was like, oh, I'm just writing about my theory of recollection over here. And I'm like, ew, Socrates, don't be doing that shit. And he's like, really? I'm like, yes, of course. Recollection? What are you, stupid? So I tell him, don't write anything down. And he's looking at me with this kind of face. He's like, whoa, oh, never thought I could do that. Never thought I could just not write things. What a shock. Wow, what a shock indeed, Socrates. And with that being said, so Socrates luckily never contaminated his ideas and understandings of the truth with lies. The only problem was his ideas were contaminated with lies. That's because of this fanboy named Plato. Who would name their child Plato? Does this look like someone you want to play with or wants to play with you? No, of course they wouldn't. Why would they want to play with you? Why would you want to play with them? Stupid. So yeah, Plato wrote everything down in Liar. Here he is right now. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write down Socrates' ideas in Liar. The problem is that Plato would oftentimes mix his own ideas of lies with Socrates' ideas of not so many lies. And if you read his writings, it's kind of hard to tell where Plato's ideas end and Socrates' ideas begin, and when Socrates' end and when Plato's begin. Philosophers call this the Socratic problem. I call it their problem, because if you really wanted to know what Socrates thought, you could have just gone and asked him, you idiot. So many lies people tell you. So many lies people tell in the schools, in the villages, in the Sunday school, in the Thursday school, in the colleges, in the universities, everywhere. This is a liar right here. That's all I'm drawing. A liar. I bet you thought you knew, but you didn't. Hey Google, tell me a truth.
According to the Livestock Conservancy.
Ew. According to the what? Hey Google, continue.
Nothing's playing right now.
Your lies were playing. Who's with this thing? Hey Google, tell me the truth.
According to Business Insider, Google owns many variations and common misspellings of its domain name, including 4666453.com, the numbers on a telephone that correspond to the letters in the word Google.
Hey Google, tell me a random truth.
Canyonsandchefs.com says that if the Grand Canyon was entirely filled with water, it would contain enough to fill 7,345,724,462,194 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Hey Google, thank you.
Just doing my job.
Yeah, your job of lies. The so-called Grand Canyon. Boy, didn't you wonder about that thing? You probably saw it one day and you're like, oh, where'd that come from? I'll tell you where it came from. I'm gonna introduce you people into a little buddy old pal of mine, except he's not. His name, he's the infamous John Adams. Now, I've been over many stories about John Adams. John Adams was an interesting fellow. Actually, real quick, hey Google, who was the second president of the United States?
John Adams. On the website obamawhitehouse.archives.gov, they say, John Adams. John Adams, a remarkable political philosopher, served as the second president of the United States, after serving as the first vice president under President George Washington.
Wow. Sounds like an outstanding individual, doesn't he? John Adams. Oh boy, I bet you're wondering about that one. You're like, man, the truth, John Adams sounds like a respectable individual now, doesn't he? You would be fooled to believe such a thing. This is the truth right here. So let me show you a depiction of John Adams. You're probably familiar with one of these. Like, he's like, I'm John Adams. I'm John Adams. That's what he would say to people. That's actually a true thing. You know, he would say that a lot. He would go like, yes, yes, I'm John Adams. I say this to people quite a lot. So yeah, John Adams, this remarkable individual that many people think existed, but in reality didn't, because the real John Adams was not this hunk baby boy. It's not like, I'm John Adams. Look at me. Wouldn't you love to kiss a guy like me? Don't know why you would. Looks like an idiot. Looks like a dog that had sex with a flamingo after it took a shit on a coconut. That's your second president right there, right? You live in the United States? You're like, oh, that's the second president of my country. You've been lied to. I'm gonna tell you right now, you've been lied to. The truth about John Adams is that he wasn't the second president of the United States at all. No, it's false. It's a completely doctored claim made by John Adams himself. John Adams was in fact an idiot, and he was a liar. And turns out, he went to go have surgery on his face. And the problem is that he wanted to actually not have surgery on his face. No, he wanted to have surgery on his butthole. That's right, John Adams, this crazy individual, wanted butthole surgery. Sound crazy enough? Well, just you wait. Truth be told, the real second president of the United States was the well-mannered, well-informed Leo Capiti the dinosaur, who was an outstanding individual who actually fixed inflation and actually made the dollar deflate. Cause deflation. You hear so much about inflation? He made it cause deflation. He made the dollar become greater in its purchasing power. That's right. Name a president who did that. No, you can't. Those are all stupid. Outstanding president, and even was going to tell people the truth, because I actually met Leo Capiti. Great person. It's a shame what happened to him. He's going to be a real person of truth. During the times of John Adams did not look like this. He did not look like this outstanding individual. No. Instead, John Adams looked a little more like this. I want you to feast your eyes. Feast your eyes. Get them up. Get those eyes going. You're like, oh man, I don't want a spoonful of that. You better take it. Turns out John Adams was butt ugly. Yeah, he was butt ugly. Literally. But it made him even more butt ugly. So John Adams wanted a butthole surgery. The problem is the surgeon didn't actually do the surgery on his butthole. Instead, he did it on his face, because his face was so hideous that the doctor mistook it for his butthole. John Adams became so enraged whenever this was revealed. He was like, why'd you do that to me? No! And the doctor was like, doesn't look that different. In fact, you look even better somehow. John Adams would cry all day about how he had a butthole for a face, basically, and would cry all day about it, and no one would care, because he's John Adams. Why would you listen to John Adams about anything? That's what I would ask anyone. But unfortunately, people did listen to John Adams for some strange reason. John Adams, in his fit of rage, decided, you're gonna see the truth. Get stick! So John Adams, with his butthole face, ran around town complaining about this surgeon, and ran over to this building. Here it is. There's the building. Here's the door. It's like, door to what? It's a door to a bunch of people. A bunch of people writing history. They're like, here's the history books. Here's the guy with his pen of lies. And here's this guy, like, going like, oh, that indeed is a book. John Adams came to the door, smacking it with his arms, like, oh! The people, like, at this building were all like, who the hell is this guy? That's their thought, like, who is this guy? And he's like, I don't know. Why does he got a butthole for a face? John Adams barged through the doors like a crazed lunatic, because he was one. And John Adams killed those two people. But there was more than lives that were lost that day. There was something more on top of that, because John Adams couldn't just stop at murder. No. John Adams rewrote history. He wrote John Adams, the second Prez. That's what he said. That's what he wrote. That's the note he wrote. And sadly, my dear listeners and viewers, the story doesn't end here, and it doesn't go much better than this. By writing this note, the police investigating were like, this is a strange find indeed, said this police officer. He's like, Oh, says Officer Balls. Despite this being a stupid letter, Leo Capiti, the dinosaur, was ostracized and arrested by people because he believed the lies. This officer believed it, and so did everyone else. So did the whole police station. The police who were investigating the situation at the history book production building, they were like, yep, this letter was here. Clearly Leo Capiti is a fraud, and we're going to rewrite the textbooks and write down that John Adams was the second president of the United States. It's true. Now you know. Shut up, Fridge. Oh yeah, by the way, the Grand Canyon, that was digged out by John Adams in honor of his butt crack. What a dork. That's the story about the alleged second president of the United States, John Adams. He was like, yep, I'm the second president now. But he wasn't that. He was a liar. According to all known laws of aviation, they say a bee can't fly, and it does. You ever wonder that? You ever wonder why that is? There is a reason. It's not the reason you're thinking. You're thinking it has something to do with Jerry Seinfeld, probably, because you're just a stupid degenerate who watches stupid movies and watches stupid memes all day, all night. You watch lies, and you watch the poop from those lies. You're just like the ancient Greeks with their Mount Olympus. We're like, oh man, the mountain of the mountain. Oh, the gods are up there. Oh, there's a god up there, Mount Olympus. There he is. He's like, oh, guys, it's me. Here's a Zeus himself. He's like, I'm got lightning on my nipples. Turns out Mount Olympus was just a giant turd. A liar took a giant shit in ancient Greece, and he just called it Mount Olympus, and all the ancient Greeks believed it, and then us people of truth went out there to get rid of it, and we're like, hey, let's get this out of here. This is a giant piece of doo-doo sitting on the ground. No one needs this. And then people are like, no, leave it there. Oh, leave it. Oh, I like Mount Olympus. It's so great. And then we're like, fine, be a liar. Believe the lies. Be an idiot. Don't believe the truth. Don't believe the truth. No, don't ask for the truth. Just ask for the lies. Like, hello, come to the lie store. Hey, we got any new lies for sale? Hey, what's the lie from special today? And the clerk's like, and you're like, can I have that one? And the clerk's like, and you're like, no, well, thank you. You make me so excited. You people are so stupid. You listened to so many lies from things like Google over here that you can't even smell the shit coming off of them. One of my last videos watching that spirit science guy. Wasn't that fun? Patchman. The infamy. How old are you, Patchman? 5 years old? Probably. Hey Google, tell me a lie.
Get this. Many babies are born with X-ray vision. They usually forget about it by the time they can talk.
That's not a lie. Hey Google, tell me a lie.
Get this. Many babies are born with X-ray vision. They usually forget about
Google,
it.
that's the truth. Hey Google, tell me a fact.
It says on Wikipedia that starfish use seawater instead of blood to pump nutrients through their bodies.
Why would they do that? Google is such a stupid idiot. Hey Google, who is Man of Truth?
I'm not sure about the answer to your specific question, but according to OSHObittertruths.com, Osho, the man of truth, a majority of 1. 30 years have been passed when Osho, the man of truth of the caliber of Socrates or Gautama the Buddha, was persecuted and poisoned by American politicians and Christian priests for speaking the truth and propagating the individual freedom.
That idiot? That is not the man of truth. I settled that one in court, Google. Hey Google, tell me a truth.
According to Wikipedia, Capuchin monkeys get their name from the order of Friars Minor Capuchin, who wear brown robes with large hoods. Early explorers who spotted the small monkeys
Why?
thought they looked like mini monks.
Stop that! Hey Google, give me something to draw.
Ooh, I have an idea. Try drawing an old dog learning new tricks.
No! I was hoping like I would get a better companion than this. Maybe next time I'll like watch, I don't know, like play YouTube shorts or whatever in a freaking background over there on the TV. I'm not even gonna screen record it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna play it on the TV and you guys are gonna have to watch it. Just you wait. Can you tell who I'm drawing here? It's Penguin Z. Moist Critical. What's he up to these days? Hey Google, what is Moist Critical doing?
I couldn't find an answer to that specific question, but according to ftp.kpc.alaska.edu,
What the fuck?
Moist Critical, also known as Charles White Jr., is a prominent content creator, YouTuber, and Twitch streamer.
Ew! Twitch streamer. Can you imagine streaming on Twitch? Imagine pissing and going like, yeah, I'm gonna stream that. Imagine pooping. Hey chat, it's the pooping stream. This is my perfect depiction of a streamer. Chat, take a look at my overgrown response to this quandary that has occurred to me. They always got this like beard, and they're always white, and they always got like this stupid hairdo, and they always look stupid and ugly. I saw this one streamer, you didn't even see it. Not only because you don't watch my freaking videos, because you just... Next page. Turn to the next page. Ugh. This person was freaking hideous. He was like, but so during the time, you remember that video, my 10th video called Truth Searches for Truth on YouTube? You remember that? Yeah, I saw this guy named Asmongold, and I was like, huh, that guy looks weird. It's a deleted scene. I didn't record it because there was nothing to record. He's just ugly. That's it. That's his personality. He's ugly. Imagine that being your personality. There you go. Asmongold. Hope you like that rendition. That wasn't the only horrible person I saw. I also saw a guy named Logan Paul. He's got like giant square chin, like He's got a big beard, but it's fake. You can tell, because it's just his pubes. He's got a giant ball sack for a hairstyle. What is with people with those curly hairstyles of theirs? Who thought it would be a good idea to be like, how should I style my hair? I'm Logan Paul. How should I style it? Maybe like my testicles style their hair. I always thought a ball sack looked pretty good on my head. People are just so stupid. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
What's a pig's favorite karate move? A pork chop.
Ew! Hey Google, play me a video by Man of Truth.
Choosing songs is only available with YouTube Music Premium, but you might like this station, now playing on the Truth speaker.
What?
Without the ones like you working tirelessly.
That's an ad! Why is it? It's like, I tell it to play something, and its thought is like, oh, I know what to do. Play an ad. What a great idea, Google. What a great, stupid idea you came up with. Well, thanks for watching The Truth. Have nothing else to say, nothing else to do, except for the truth. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, you're an idiot, and you know it. Just gonna say it. You didn't enjoy this video. You're an idiot. You know that. But you still don't believe the truth. The truth's right before you today. Today. Hey, Google, tell me a truth.
I read on NewYorker.com that Petrified Forest National Park in Arizona has an unofficial exhibit called the Conscience Pile. It's where visitors return the rocks they stole.
Truth out!